Welcome to the Good Place Marionville podcast, dedicated to highlighting the good in Marionville, Missouri. Today's episode will continue our commitment to showcasing the goodness in Marionville, uniting our community through shared stories of hope and optimism. So let's cover some good this week. And I'll just tell you, obviously, I'm here alone today. I am so grateful for each one of you that is watching this. And today it's filled with a lot of events that are happening for the fall. So I'll make sure that's all in the show notes for you. First, in city news, thank you to Debbie Bateman for sending me this. There's a lot of information about the upcoming election on November 5th. So you can register to vote by October 9th. So if you are not yet registered, now is the time. You still have time. Absentee voting is running through November 4th. You can request a mailed ballot or you can vote in person. There's no excuse absentee voting, October 22nd through November 4th in person. And they're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and they don't close for lunch. It's the county clerk's office, and it's open on Saturday, October 26th and November 2nd from 8 to noon. So lots of information about when it's open, where you can go at the Courthouse in Mount Vernon, the phone number, the website. I'll put all of that in the show notes for you, but make sure that you vote. Your vote really does count. In school news, there's a lot of things happening this fall. Marionville Comet Band just placed at Mount Vernon field competition, first place in class, best color guard, best general effect, best music, best visual. They're headed to Parkview this weekend to perform at the Volleyball Marching Band Festival. So go Comets. Thank you, Renee Lawrence, for that report. The seniors are headed to Monett to the career fair to look at colleges and trade schools and other things that are going to be there for them. It's a big time of making decisions when you're a senior. Football is 5-0 on the season, and they're going to take on Pierce City this Friday night at home. Volleyball, big news, 19-2-1, take on Sarcoxy in search of another 20-win season under Coach Stafford. The volleyball team also went undefeated 9-0 all last week and won first place at the Galena tournament. Cross country's having another great year, and they're headed to the College of the Ozarks this Friday. Thank you to Greg Hopkins for many of those updates. You know, in first responder news, I just wanted to take a moment here to talk about the need for you to join the volunteer fire department. What a great opportunity to serve your city, learn a new skill, learn lots of new skills, and help out with emergencies as they arise. Nonprofit news, Marionville Ministerial Alliance has their event on October 12th at the Pickleball Warehouse. We'd love to have you there. Word of Life is hosting a trunk or treat event on Halloween, Thursday, October 31st from 6 to 8 at the church parking lot, which is near the old Apple Market. Costumes are encouraged and the event is free. In business news, I went to Murphy's Orchard this weekend and picked up a gallon of fresh cider. It was great, and it's such a good time for us to get out and support our local businesses, buying apples and mums and other decor around town. Today's podcast episode is sponsored by the Bank of Billings. The Bank of Billings core values include customer first, passion for service, and commitment to community. These core values have enabled them to be in business since 1889, member FDIC and equal housing lender. We are grateful to the Bank of Billings for their community support through sponsoring this podcast. Stop by and tell them hi, thank them at the drive-thru. Maybe you'll even get a sucker when you're there. Other news around town, the Manor is hosting a chili cook-off, which is free to the community. Everyone is welcome to attend on October 16th at noon behind the Manor under the pavilion. If you'd like to be in the chili cook-off, have your chili there by 11:30, or just come and enjoy the live music and eat some really good chili. If you drive by Central Place, you will see the Mason team tuck pointing the brick on the front of 24 East Washington. That's right, this building is starting to shape up and get ready for inside work during the winter. In other events happening around town, October 20th from 1 to 5 is the 6th annual Sunday Family Fun Day trunk or treat and car show at the Coleman Vault. Costume contests and booths, games, raffles, something for everyone in the family. So thank you to the Coleman Vault and the Marionville Preservation and Historic Society for sponsoring that event. I know they have a lot of needs to get ready for that event, so check out their Facebook page to see how you can participate and get involved. It's time to wrap up this very short episode of this week's Good Place Marionville podcast. I just want to say a special thank you to our sponsor, the Bank of Billings, for showing your support for the good happening here. Consider becoming a sponsor by contacting us at goodplacemarionville@hotmail.com. Thank you to each of you that contributed the good news this week for this episode. It's easy to report, and I'll put that information in the show notes. Thank you for joining us for the Good Place Marionville podcast. Keep your eyes out for the good, and together we can celebrate Marionville.